is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. And we are here on NBA 2K20. It is about time. Picked this up. It was awesome. Super excited that we are on a new game. 2K19 was so draining at the end, but you guys stuck with it, stuck with me, and I really do appreciate you guys for that. But today we're doing a realistic New Orleans Pelicans rebuild. And I know there was a lot of non-realistic and realistic votes. I've told you guys in the community tab, I'm doing both. I'm gonna do both for every single team. I'm gonna throw in some I plan on doing a long rebuild series. It's gonna be different. It's not gonna be like a my GM or anything. I'm gonna throw that in there. I'm gonna throw some challenges in there, but I plan on doing realistic and non-realistic for each team. So don't worry about it. If you wanted to see non-realistic Pelicans, we're going to be doing that. So yeah, but other than that, guys, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, because we're gonna be grinding 2K. Man, this is gonna be so fun. But we are finally on a new platform, or a new game basically. So playing with the real Zion Williamson is gonna be funny, because I wonder if he's gonna like develop like he does in 2K19, the way the guys created the rosters. But we're gonna be doing a realistic New Orleans Pelicans rebuild today, and I'm super excited. So I'm gonna try to be as realistic as I possibly can, but of course, you know, realistic videos are somewhat controversial in my opinion. If you don't agree with something, I'm sorry. We probably will disagree on something, but just try to keep that in mind. But other than that, guys, what I think I'm gonna do is I kind of want to use the G League just because why not? You guys can let me know if you want to see no G League in these realistic rebuilds. I'm down with that. But if you guys are okay with it, then I'm gonna still do it. It just depends what you guys want. I really don't care, but I'm gonna use it for this video. So we're gonna have Lonzo, Drew Holiday, Brandon Ingram, Zion Williamson, Derek Favors, JJ Redick, Jahlil Okafor, Josh Hart, and E'Twaun Moore, which makes a lot of sense to me. So this is going to be the rotation we're going to roll with for the season. Everything looks relatively the same. I don't think there's any new thing going on, which is fine. I wasn't really expecting like a whole new, because they literally just changed this last year. So, but all the picks should be updated, I'm hoping. So yes, they are. That is awesome. That is awesome, not having to worry about like picks not being incorrect or picks being incorrect. So I'm very excited. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and just simulate this full season. I'm gonna stop talking now. Like I said, guys, make sure to smash that like button if you enjoy this one. We're gonna be having a lot of fun on 2K20. But let's see what happens this very first season. This is the first time we're gonna be looking at the awards together. LeBron James wins MVP. Rookie of the Year goes to Zion Williamson. So I noticed his stats at the trade deadline, and I'm just like, actually, that's exactly how it kind of was in 2K19. So even the 2K developers think that Zion Williamson is going to be an absolute monster in his rookie year. I mean, they're right to think that. I mean, I think everybody. DeAndre Russell was your 6th man of the year, and defensive player of the year goes to Kawhi Leonard, and Terry Rozier is your most improved with 14 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists. There's like literally no background, and it's just kind of weird to me. Coach of the year goes to Frank Vogel. All NBA first team, All NBA second team. We got Zion Williams making the All NBA second team interesting, and then All NBA third team. All defensive first team and all offensive second team. So all rookie first team. Do we get anybody else here? Doesn't look like it, but we're going to go ahead and see how these playoffs are looking. So we got Los Angeles and Phoenix, Golden State and Portland, Clippers and Utah, Houston and San Antonio, Boston, Toronto. I'm just kind of curious to see what 2K, if this is going to be the norm, because we all know once we get, do so many rebuilds, the thing just kind of stays the same. I got to look at the stats for all the players, though. Let's go ahead and look at that. So we had 24.5 from Zion Williamson. We knew that. 18 points from Drew Holiday. About 5 assists. JJ Redick with 14.5. Brandon Ingram had himself 13. He is upset. I don't know why. That's what his morale is. Favors is 12. And Lonzo had 10 and 9. So I like to see that from Lonzo. So I definitely plan on keeping Lonzo as a long-term point guard. And obviously Zion Williamson. Everybody else, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with just yet. But like I said, I'm going to do this rebuild as realistic as I possibly can. So that's what we're going to try to do today. But we're going to go ahead and see what the playoffs are looking like on all sides. We got Los Angeles Clippers advancing past Utah. Portland sweeping the Golden State Warriors. So looks like the sim engine hasn't changed too much. Although I'm a Blazers fan, as you can tell in the background. But if you're new here, you may not have known that. But so do we get Portland in the Western Conference Finals? No, but that would be kind of funny if Portland did sweep Golden State. It would definitely be revenge for like the last, I don't know, 3 to 4 years, man. It's been annoying, man. Always run into them. We got the Lakers and the Bucks, and the Lakers win the championship in 4 games. Okay, that's cool to know. And we got New Orleans at 11. We're projected a top 5 pick, which is even awesome. We're also projected Cleveland's pick, which is even more awesome. So we could have 3 first rounders here. David Griffin has done an amazing job, but we end up with a 2nd pick overall. Wow, that's a game changer. And then we have the 8th pick via Atlanta, and then we have, what else do we got? Here's where we had, or the Cavaliers may have gotten their pick back, which they did. So it should convey next year. So we'll have another first round pick, but we have the 2nd pick overall. That is so awesome. Staff signing. So there's 7 days for us to sign a good staff. I'm gonna keep Alvin Gentry here just because I think he is a good coach, and I don't think New Orleans would fire him after a rebuilding season. I mean, he did a great job against Portland in the playoffs that one year, so I think he's a good coach. But we're gonna go straight catch-up scouting, NBA draft combine. We're gonna go straight to the draft, I think. So I did load a draft class. I'm not sure how accurate it's gonna be. Like, this is very early stages of 2K20. Like, literally the game just came out. So yeah, if you don't why is Jack, oh wait, I sent him to the G League, that's why. So they are down 2 overall. Alexander Walker's not very happy either, but that's all right. So we have the 2nd pick overall, man. That is crazy to think about. And the 8th pick. So I'm definitely going to use those picks to my advantage. Let's go ahead and I kind of want to trade Drew Holiday. I'm not going to lie. I just think he doesn't really fit here anymore. I know I could have probably traded in and got a pick, but let's just go ahead and see who goes number 1. Hopefully James Wiseman does, because we have Jackson Hayes. Actually, Isaiah Stewart does. So this is the same as like millions of dollars in it. So it is okay. I don't even know what that said. I tried to read it and it just went fast. But we have the 2nd pick overall. I think it only makes sense since we're going to trade Drew Holiday to probably draft his replacement, Anthony Edwards. Could get RJ Hampton and LaMelo Ball, but I'm not gonna do that. We're gonna get Anthony Edwards, I think. James Wiseman wouldn't be bad either, but I think just because we have Jackson Hayes, I kind of want to give Jackson Hayes a chance there. But that's going to be a good pick, I hope. So we're going to go to the 8th pick overall. I really don't know what these overalls are like. Like I said, this is very early stages. But we could take RJ Hampton or LaMelo. I mean, I feel like LeVar Ball would be hating me if I don't take LaMelo here. But I just don't think that's going to happen. I don't think that's a situation that the David Griffin would even want to get in. So I think realistically, I'm going to try to draft Jaden McDaniels maybe at the 8th spot. Don't really need a point guard because we have Lonzo. So I'm going to go Jaden McDaniels. Hopefully you guys can understand. But I'm going to go ahead and sim to the end. And let's just see what this team's looking like now. What are the overalls? So we had 77, 78. So that's a good. James Wiseman was 78 as well. And then as far as the 8th spot, we had Jaden McDaniels at 76. RJ Hampton is at 77. LaMelo Ball is 77. So I just kind of wanted to know for future reference. Cole Anthony going to the Thunder. Those are actually, these actually are kind of realistic faces. I saw the draft, like the draft class I loaded, it said realistic faces, and it really is. So Lonzo and Josh Hart, of course, we're going to bring back. Qualifying offers. Brandon Ingram's a free agent. I think, obviously, we would love to bring back Brandon Ingram, but I'm not going to worry about the other two. So, I don't know if we're going to have any money. Probably not, but let's see what free agency looks like. Probably not very good. DeRozan's a free agent. Siakam, Drummond, Buddy Hield. So this, free agency looks somewhat similar other than DeRozan and Drummond being out here. So, how much cap space do we even have if I can find it? So we have negative $37 million. Anyone's, okay, Derek Favors. I don't think I'll bring back Derek Favors. Each one more I won't bring back either. We have like a little bit of money, like $3.6 million. There's really no one in free agency that I want necessarily. I mean, Drummond actually wouldn't be terrible. It really wouldn't be a bad option to get Drummond, but I do kind of want to give Jackson Hayes the opportunity. But if we could get Drummond, I'm down with it. But we got to trade. I think we definitely got to trade Drew Holiday. I kind of want to get just assets right now, just like future assets. I don't really want to get a quality player. Hey, Bam Adebayo, Miles Bridges. I'm trying to think of a good spot for Drew Holiday. We could get Mo Bamba. We traded 2021 first. Mo Bamba actually, and the Magic do need a point guard, so I think I like this trade the best so far as realism goes. James Wiseman, the Mavericks, I just don't think they would just draft James Wiseman just to turn around and trade him, although they have been adamant about trying to get a star guard next to Luka Doncic, but I don't know. What else we got? The Pistons would give us Sekou Demboya and Luke Kennard. If we didn't have Zion, I might consider this, but as a matter of fact, I don't really need Sekou Demboya, I feel like. So, Devin Booker, Shea Gilgeous, Jarrett Culver. So, TJ McCollum, D'Lo, getting D'Angelo Russell and Drew Alonzo together, that would be interesting, but I really don't want to do that. Bradley Beal. Real deal Bradley Beal. I think I might do this. I think it's being offered to me, and I think, wait, I just drafted Anthony Edwards though. I really just drafted Anthony Edwards. I don't think I can do that. I just don't think it makes a lot of sense to draft, or we could have Bradley Beal and have Anthony Edwards mentored by Bradley Beal. Do I do that? Or do I trade Anthony Edwards in the trade to make it more realistic? Because Beal was rumored to go to the Pelicans. I don't know, man. I'm trying to keep it as realistic as possible, but Drew Holiday, JJ Redick, I'm definitely gonna have to give them some assets for Bradley Beal, in my opinion. So, do I give him Anthony Edwards? I just drafted him, but the matter of fact is we're gonna get Bradley Beal. I think I gotta do this. So I think I'm gonna go Drew Holiday, Redick, and Anthony Edwards, and we get Isaac Bonga and Bradley Beal in return, and I'll even give them a future first, because Bradley Beal, actually, now that I think about it, if Bradley Beal's on a 1-year deal, so the Wizards have kind of lost leverage in a way. So Drew Holiday and Anthony Edwards, I'm going to do this trade. I know I could just keep Anthony Edwards, but I'm going to go ahead and get real deal Bradley Beal, and I don't think I want to keep Anthony Edwards off the bench. So Bradley Beal is going to be the starting shooting guard, which I'm very happy about. So that's going to be looking good. Now I have about $18 million to spend after trading JJ Redick's contract with it. So now we look at the team, if we can look at it correctly. So we have Isaac Bonga and Lonzo Ball, Bradley Beal and Nickeil Alexander-Walker and Josh Hart, Darius Miller. We're going to get Brandon Ingram back, so that's not going to be a big deal. And then we have Zion and Jay McDaniels, who I think I will give opportunity to Jay McDaniels to come off the bench this year. We have Jackson Hayes. So I would love to get Andre Drummond, to be honest, just because I think he would be nice here. I would probably have to renounce Brandon Ingram in order to get Drummond, though, so I'm kind of hesitant on that. But is there any other center that might be all right? Montrezl, Cousins, Sabonis, Whiteside, Cantor, Ibaka, Bobby Portis. Let's just see if Drummond accepts my deal. We'd have to renounce the rights on Brandon Ingram, and honestly, I'm just not willing to do that. Or do we? No, yeah, we'd have to renounce the rights on Brandon Ingram, which I really don't want to do because I think Brandon Ingram deserves to be here. So I guess I won't get you Drummond. I'm going to worry about getting my man Brandon Ingram back. So Brandon Ingram is prepared to accept an offer. We get Brandon Ingram back. That way we can complete that. And then we're going to have Jackson Hayes probably as the starting center as it stands right now. Or if Derek Favors is still out here, Okafor is still out here. So I guess I'll give Okafor about a 1-year deal. And that way we can have it. Wait, is that Derek Favors? I renounced him, didn't I? No, we have $14 million. So we could probably give Derek Favors another. Let's give him a 1-year team option. Let's do that. I don't really want to pay him like 2 years for 2 years. So we're gonna get Derek Favors to come back, and I think that should be good. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So yeah, we're gonna move Derek Favors to center. And then I think I'm going to call it good. So I think this is what I got so far, what I'm working with. I'm going to go ahead and simulate to the end of next year, show you guys a rotation after the season, what we were working with, and then we're going to go ahead and have some fun. And hopefully, as my controller falls on my lap, we can make the playoffs. At the end of this second season, Giannis Antetokounmpo is your MVP. Nickeil Alexander-Walker is our Rookie of the Year. Interesting. He was coming off the bench too, so that's funny. But Sixth Man goes to Serge. Best player of the year also goes to Giannis, and Kevin Knox is your most improved player. So yeah, awesome stuff there. All-NBA first team, All-NBA second team, and All-NBA third team. We don't get a Zion Williamson appearance this time around. But that's not a big deal. All-Rookie first team, we have Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it doesn't look like we get a Jackson Hayes appearance, which that's okay. Do get Jay McDaniels at the least. But we did make playoffs with a 6 seed, 46 and 36. This is the rotation we were rolling with. We have Lonzo, Bradley Beal, Ingram, Zion, Jackson Hayes, Nickeil Alexander-Walker off the bench, Derek Favors, Jay McDaniels, and Josh Hart. So we basically built a pretty good team thus far, and I'm really liking how it's going. But player stats, let's go ahead and see what we're working with. 23 points from Bradley Beal. So Bradley Beal came on here, kind of led the way, kind of like I expected him to. Kind of was a sidekick to Zion Williamson. Not really a sidekick because it looks like Bradley Beal led the way, but Zion Williamson with 21. Ingram had 16 himself, which is not bad as a third option in my opinion. Nickeil Alexander-Walker with 13.6. And Lonzo Ball averaged a double-double, which is awesome to see in my opinion. And Derek Favors off the bench with 9 and 7 and about a block a game. I might have to just re-sign him because that's actually pretty good numbers off the bench. But we are facing the Minnesota Timberwolves. So let's go ahead and see what their team's looking like. Towns, Covington, looks like they traded Andrew Wiggins. They did draft LaMelo Ball. So does the battle of the Ball brothers in the first round. Let's force this. No, I'm just kidding. Man, I can see a lot of people using that to their advantage. I was about to say, where's simulate current round? But it looks like they just changed it to simulate round. Can you just not? You can't even sim one. Okay. It doesn't even look like you can sim a game. Oh, well. I usually just simulate round anyway. But we're up 1-0 on Minnesota. They do even it up with us. Okay, they're up 2-1 now. Can we even it up, though? We do even it up 2-2. Can we go up 3-2? We do. And can we win in 6? Can we move on? And we win in 6 games. And we're facing the Los Angeles Lakers. This one should be interesting. So let's go into simulate round against them as well. They're up 1-0 to start. We even it up with them. They're up 2-1. We even it up again. Can we go up 3-2? Can we upset the Lakers here early? Wow. We just beat the Los Angeles Lakers, getting revenge on Anthony Davis. That is very awesome to see. Goran Dragic with 18 that joined them over there in Los Angeles. But we're facing the Clippers, the other good Los Angeles team. So hopefully we can beat them as well. But let's simulate current round against the Clippers. We're up 1-0 to start. 2-0. Are we going to sweep? Okay, no. 3-1. Oh, my. We're up 3-1. Don't blow this, man. Don't blow this. And we're facing the Pistons in the NBA Finals. So we have to get past the Clippers. I feel like it's a must. We're up 3-1. I mean, come on, man. If I jump in, which I very well might at this point. Let's go medium. But if I jump in, this will be my first ever time playing 2K20. But it looks like we're getting blown out, so I don't even know if I'll have time to come in. So we literally almost made it to the Western Conference Finals. So yeah, I'm not jumping in. I cannot come down from 17 and like, yeah, there's no way. I'm not even going to jump in. But let's go ahead and finish this off 108 to 1. Okay, so yeah. Pelicans have been eliminated in 7 games in the Western Conference Finals. So yeah, I think obviously this team just almost made it to the NBA Finals. Literally just beat the Pelicans. So I have no reason to change anything. I'm going to bring this whole team back. I mean, it'll only make sense to do that, right? I think that's what we're going to do. So we're going to work on bringing everybody back. But Kawhi wins the championship over the Pistons. The Clippers win the championship. But we should have more picks because, as we all know, the Pelicans have a plethora of draft picks coming their way soon. But we should get Cleveland's pick now, too. Should be unprotected since it conveyed. And we're projected another pick. Awesome. Okay. Although I think I might trade this one just because we literally almost made it to the Western Conference. We just got the #1 pick overall. How lucky is New Orleans, man? Oh my gosh. They're like the 76ers all over again where they get the first pick every year. Actually, that wasn't the 76ers. I think that was the... Who was that? The Cavaliers got the first pick for a while. I know that. But I'm just making sure we don't have any other pick. We have the 22nd pick and the 28th. So we have 3 picks in this draft as well. So Alvin Gentry, I'm going to go ahead and keep because we literally almost made it. But I don't know what I want to do now. Do I want to go ahead and... man, I have a decision to make. Let's go to the draft, though. And do we want to draft somebody with this first overall pick? I don't think we should. I just don't think it makes sense to do that. I don't even know who... let's see what the prospects or mock drafts are looking like. We'd be taking Dante Crawford. So we really don't need another forward, though. So, yeah, I definitely want to trade this pick. But it's just a matter of what I'm going to get. So I'm going to trade the first and the 22nd. And let me just see what pops up if I offer the first and the 22nd. We can get Mason Plumlee for the first overall pick. Well, let me go ahead and just give this to you, Philly. Are you kidding me? That was the most stupidest offer I've ever seen. We can get John Wall. This is even dumb. These offers suck. It's probably because I have like no cap space. We could get Drummond, but I mean, I'd feel kind of stupid trading the first overall pick for Drummond. I don't know. I just wouldn't feel pretty smart about that. So if I'm going to trade the first overall pick, it's going to be for a stud. Jimmy Butler is somewhat like that's literally the best offer I've seen so far. And I really don't even want Jimmy Butler. So do I make a trade for somebody? Let me see. Let me go to Team Intel and see what we got. So we're contending at the moment. The Pistons are rebuilding. The Raptors are rebuilding. The Rockets are buying. Ooh, what do we even need? We really don't even need anything. We have Lonzo, which I want to keep. We have Bradley Beal. We have Brandon Ingram. And we have Zion. So basically, I mean, I could trade the first overall pick for a better center, but that's about it. The only other center I think I would want to get is probably Joel Embiid. And I don't know if that's a thing. Like, Could I get Joel Embiid for the first over? I don't know if they would take this, but I'm gonna offer it all for Joel Embiid. I mean, we have the plethora of doing it, and it may seem unrealistic now, but in a few years, we have no idea where the 76ers are gonna be. Have they given up on Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid pairing? It may be. So I'm just gonna say that as justification, but. Jay McDaniels, all this for Joel Embiid. If we can get Joel Embiid in my first ever video, that would be like just extraordinary. We have so many picks that we can trade. So I imagine that we might be able to get Joel Embiid. Let's see. No, okay, so let's trade. What if we had better picks to offer? Let's say we traded the 2024 Pelicans pick. That's not even good enough. And a 2022 Pelicans pick. Okay, how about we get rid of these two picks and trade future draft picks for Joel Embiid. Let's go Lakers, and this is probably not going to go through, but we'll offer it anyway. So no Joel Embiid for us. So that's like the only center I would trade the #1 overall pick for. So I'm almost feeling obligated to draft somebody with this overall pick, and I don't even really want to. Jokic, I guess, would be cool too, but I don't really want to take the ball out of Zion's hands too much. Anthony Davis, not going to bring him back, of course. Gobert, Hassan Whiteside. I'm just not really seeing anything. So I guess I'll go ahead and draft with the first overall pick and see what I should get. So with the 2021 NBA draft commencing, what is going to be available at #1? So we can get this guy, and I really don't even know who any of these guys are. Did I even load a draft class? Is this even a real thing? I don't even think this is a real draft class. I literally loaded one, and I don't even think this is a real players. I could be so wrong about this, but I don't recognize any of these people from the previous draft classes. Oh my gosh, this is a disaster. This is a disaster so far. So I'm going to offer these two again and see if anything changes. I doubt it will, but we're going to offer it again. We're going to go, this is just turning into a mess. Drummond and Bogdan. I really don't even want Drummond, if I'm completely honest with you. So you know what? Screw it. I'm just going to let the computer draft. I'll just take the top prospect. This guy. From Brazil. Hopefully he's good. I don't know if he's going to be any good, but this draft class I don't even think was real. I really don't think it is because it doesn't look like a real draft class. So, kudos to me because that's what I loaded. Actually, it probably is. I'm just stupid and I don't really know college players. So just forgive me if I'm just being dumb right now, but we'll go ahead and get past this. Qualifying offers, Josh Hart, Isaac Bonga, Lonzo Ball. I think we're going to bring all those guys back, of course. Bring back real deal Bradley Beal. Once we get that done, I think I'll go ahead and skip to next year. But holy moly, look at 2021 free agency. You know what's funny? I literally just saw 6 Rings tweet about it, saying like 21 free agency is really good. But man, this is crazy. But if I'm going to stay realistic, I don't even think I have the cap space to... Oh, how much do we have? We have negative $55 million. So Bradley Beal, Derek Favors is a free agent. So maybe I already announced Bradley Beal and all of them, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm going to try to keep my core intact. So let's go to the bird rights. We're going to get Bradley Beal back. We're going to offer him a massive contract. Lonzo's asking for a lot of money. We're going to bring back Josh Hart too. Bonga, Favors. I might even bring back... I think I will bring back Derek Favors. That's like not even a question. He did pretty good off the bench for us. So Derek Favors. So let's get Bradley Beal and Derek Favors for sure. And then we are not renouncing rights on Lonzo, that's for sure. I'm definitely bringing back Lonzo. So I'm going to bring back the other 2 rookies, of course. Lonzo Ball, we're going to get him back. But I think I'm going to go ahead and simulate to next season. And we're just going to go ahead and see if we can make it back to the Western Conference Finals and possibly into the NBA Finals. At the end of this last season, I hope. Hopefully we can at least make it to the Western Conference Finals, and I'll end it here. But we had 23 points from Zion, 22 from Bradley Beal, 17 from Brandon Ingram, and 14 from Nickeil Alexander-Walker, 14 and 12 from Lonzo, and Derek Favors are 8.5. By the way, that draft class was so fake. I looked up this guy's name, he didn't even exist. It took me to some weird guy's Instagram that I've never even, like, it was just some random stranger. So I am just very livid with Jack Move 916 right now, because I've always trusted the guy's draft classes, and I load his up and it was just fake people. But we're gonna go ahead and simulate around against the Los Angeles Lakers. We just beat them last year, so I'm hoping we can do it again, but we'll see. We're up 1-0 to start. Can we go up 2-0? We do. Can we go up 3-0? Can we sweep the Lakers? That'd be so great, man. That'd be so great. And we're going to sweep the Los Angeles Lakers, and now we're facing the Minnesota Timberwolves, who we just beat in the first round, I think, a couple years ago, if I remember correctly. Let's go ahead and simulate current round against them. We're up 1-0. They evened it up. Let's not lose to Minnesota. Please don't lose to Minnesota. Why are we losing to Minnesota, dude? Why are we losing to Minnesota? Let's go ahead and get to... I wanted to start 2K off on a good note, and it looks like 2K doesn't want me to do that. So, of course, we're probably going to... 100 to 104. Why? How did it jump up by like 9 in like 30 seconds? Wow, dude. 102 to 115. Okay. Okay. That's annoying. Let's go ahead and see who wins the championship real quick. The fact of the matter is that I loaded the wrong draft class, which is really messing me up right now. How are the Hornets in the NBA Finals? Please explain to me how the Hornets are in the NBA. Okay, they have Paul George. I was about to say, how are the Hornets, of all teams, winning a championship right now? Okay. They got Hassan White. Okay. I mean, I guess. So, actually, guys, I think I will end it here. We did get to the Western Conference Finals at least. I only wanted to do 3 seasons because I just kind of wanted to get an introduction to how this minor league was going to be. Obviously, we loaded a wrong draft class, which I'm kind of upset about. We went 44 or 38 this last season. We did sweep the Lakers, so I'm going to take that W. Other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed this one. Obviously, we weren't able to win a championship in this video, but that's all right. We got another video to do. We'll win one in there. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. It's like 2 a.m. right now, and I'm supposed to be at work tomorrow, which I'm supposed to go in early in the morning. So, yeah, that's why I'm kind of trying to end it now. But thank you, guys. This is Crush Bulls, and I'm saying